Look at that. What's up guys, so today I'm going to continue work on this 2013 Mini Countryman. First job is I need to get the bonnet and the bumper primed, which is all the prep work's been done on that now, so I'm going to primer them. So I mean, let's get straight to it. I'm going to move these cars out of the way, pull the skyline out, get a quick cold start for you, and get the primer in. Alright, so I've got these both set up. I've given the garage a bit of a tidy up and I've fixed my air hose, it's just broke there. So we're pretty much ready to go. All of these need degreasing now, panel wiping, and then I'm going to mix up some grey sealer, and then we'll get a spray in. Alright, I'll turn these fans off. Alright, so I'm going to leave that for about 10 minutes to flash off. So you can see it's all one colour now. It's not very easy to see on the camera. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. So I am going to need to put a second coat on just because you can see some bits of the filler shining through there. So onto the bonnet. So there's a couple of little patchy areas. I mean, it's only had one coat, but it has covered it very nice. It's drying really well. Consider I'm just using a cheap gun. I'm not using a proper primer gun. Alright, so there we go. So I finished spraying these a few hours ago, so they've had a good couple of hours to dry. And it's turned out really well. It looks really good. There's very, very little trash in it. Alright, so there we have it. So this bonnet is all nicely primed now, so it's primed on both sides. It's quite an even job. There's a little bit patchy areas, but it's all turned out quite well. There was actually a bit of a run starting to form, but it looks like it's gone. Don't know how that's happened. Anyhow, yeah, really happy with that. So that's going to be me for tonight, but I'm planning on hopefully spraying this, the underneath of this at least anyway, tomorrow. And yeah, so that's it. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Alright, so it's the next day and these have both dried up really nice. So I've got them outside. I'm going to give them a wet sand and then they'll be ready for paint. Alright, so that's both of these sanded down now. I've got a little bit of burn through in a couple of places on the edges and stuff. But it feels super smooth like glass. So I just need to leave these now to dry off, and then I'm going to mask up this outside, the top side, and then we'll flip it over and we'll get it ready for paint. Alright, so I wasn't actually planning on spraying tonight, but the weather's just so good outside, I need to make the most of the opportunity. So my plan tonight is I'm just going to spray the inside or the underneath of the bonnet, and then tomorrow it'll have all dried, so I'll be able to flip it over and then do the other side. And hopefully tomorrow I can do the bumper and the bonnet, and that means that we'll be, well, the paint should all be then finished. Or certainly the front end, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know the back bumper definitely needs painting, and I don't know about the doors yet. But yeah, so I'm going to finish getting sorted here, give this a wipe down, give it a tack rag, things like that, and then we'll get the spraying. Alright guys, so I've put 2 coats and a drop coat on now, so the metallics are looking just fantastic in it. I'm going to leave this to dry now, so I'll have to dry for about half an hour or so, 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. And then we'll come back out and we'll put some clear coat on, and then that'll be it for the inside, and then tomorrow we'll flip it over and do the other side. So I'll be back shortly. Alright, so that's the first coat down, so it's just a very thin coat just to get something on the surface. And then the next coat we'll put a nice wet coat on, and then that should be the end of it. So it's starting to get that shine right now, which is just something good. So we'll get the next coat on and see how it looks. Alright, so that's going to be it for tonight. So I'm going to leave this overnight, let it get a good sort of 12, 14 hours, whatever it is, to cure fully. And then tomorrow I'll be able to flip it over, do the other side and do the front bumper, and then we'll be able to put that front end back together. So I can't wait. So let us show you what the paint looks like now after it's sort of flashed off. Alright, so it's been a couple of days now. I've left this to cure fully. It says 12 to 14 on the data sheets, but I just wanted to make sure it was definitely cured before I put new tape on this side. So it's dried really well. There's a little bit of an orange peel to it. Yeah, I think you can see it over there on the camera. But I mean, it is the underneath of it anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So what I'm going to do now is mask this all up, mask this side up so we don't get any overspray. Turn it over, and then we'll get to spraying the other side. Alright, so these are now fully dried, so they've had about 40 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. And they've just, it's gone down beautiful. It is, I can only see one little piece of trash in it. So it's really good job. I'm impressed with myself, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really happy with that. So both pieces are looking fantastic. So let's get to putting some clear down. Alright, so that's the second coat of clear down, and it's gone down amazing. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of trash there. But yeah, it's there's very little orange peel. Looks really good. And the bumper. Right, it's been a few days now, so I've left all that to dry. Everything looks really good, really happy with it. The bonnet's got a little fly in it, so I'm going to have to buff it anyway, but that's not worrying. So next job, I'm going to put the air pillar back on, and then I'm going to pull the bits, the grill and stuff off the old bumper, ready to transfer into the new one. So that's it to it. Alright, so I've got the two fog lights here, I've got a new one turned up. So before I put these into the new bumper, I'm going to put some LED side lights in to make it nice and bright white rather than those yellow bulbs. So I'll change them over now. Alright guys, it's the next day. I've just had some help putting the bonnet on, so we've got the new bonnet on now. I need to transfer all the bits over, like the latch and stuff, so it'll actually lock closed. Also this morning I've been and picked up this, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, which is a new plastic, tungsten plastic to go in that corner, and it's got the new horns and stuff, and I've got the bits of wire and stuff, so we need to put that on. And then hopefully get the headlight put in and get this whole front end put back together. But for now I'm going to go ahead and start transferring some of the bits off the old bonnet onto the new one so that it closes properly. Let's get to it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button down below and hit subscribe, and that way you won't miss out on the next part. Still got loads of little bits and pieces we need to do to this. Need full servicing, need to get rid of that Christmas tree dash lights. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how it looks right now.